Hey there, so it is another Monday Marvel, which I know all of you are actively holding your breath waiting for, which is awesome and I love you all amazingly. So today's topic came to me because of some drama that was going on Facebook. So I wasn't a part of any of this and I missed most of it, but I kind of caught the tail end of it. And in doing so, I had a friend of mine who made a personal post outside of all the drama that was going on, which was going on in a group that I'm a part of. They made a post that was talking about the power of words and how words can have more effect than we expect. And I've sort of talked about this in a blog post I made a while back. It was just kind of how strong words can actually be. Words are weird if you think about them. Have you ever sat down and looked at words and thought about how they came into existence? I know the words we use now are derivatives of words from back then, but even so, who looked at a book and thought, that's a book? B-O-O-K, book. Sounds right to me. It's kind of mind-blowing because words are some of the strongest tools we have in our arsenal. With a few words, you can completely build somebody up. But with even less than that, you can pull everything about them down. You can spend years telling someone you are something, you're worth something, but all it takes is one person going to them and telling them you're garbage once, and they make that a part of them. They let that define who they are. And that's not to say we don't let the good words define who we are, but for some reason negative words are more real to us than positive words. Positive words, anyone can say them. And I think too often we get in this mindset that people are being too nice. That, oh, she said my hair looked nice today, but she's just being nice. When that shouldn't be the case. Those compliments, we should cement those and make those part of ourselves. Whereas those negative comments, we shouldn't. But for whatever reason, whatever psychological reason, which I don't know because I never studied the brain and whatnot, we take those negative thoughts and we bury them inside of us and we think about them, and when everything is perfectly okay, we go back to them and we keep going back to those negative words. And so I just want to put a few positive words out there because words are strange and thinking about where they came from is mind-boggling. But they have power, and I hope you realize that. I hope you know that the words you use have more power than you think. You might just jokingly be like, oh yeah, that looks terrible. But for you, that's just you commenting, you're joking, you're being you. But for that person, that could be the one phrase that tears them down. We can use positive words in the same way. By telling someone, hey, your hair is fantastic. That looks amazing. You're hey, that shirt, you're rocking that shirt. Those can be the words that turn somebody's day around. Those can be the words that make them go to sleep that night thinking, life's not bad. And I try to do that. I hope that in my everyday life, I am able to compliment people and be the words that turn their day around. And I hope I can do that with you. I hope that by making these videos, I can say things and you'll internalize not everything I'm saying, but you'll take to heart that the positive things I'm saying are in fact true. And whenever I tell you that you are important and that I love you, I hope you internalize that. I hope you're able to take the good with the bad. And even whenever the world's shouting all these negative thoughts at you, you're able to take those positive thoughts and use those to shape yourself into the person you want to be. Instead of taking those negative thoughts that the world is shouting at you and using those to deform yourself into the person the world wants you to be. And I say deform. I was thinking transform, and I was thinking just mold, but it's really, whenever you take who you are and conform and use society's wishes to form yourself, you're not forming yourself. You're deforming yourself to the world. And I hope you don't have to do that. I hope that you never feel like you're not worth something. And I hope that you never let the world or anyone else let you feel like you're not worth something. And I hope that you never make somebody else feel like they're not worth something. It's interesting because I know I try to avoid being a negative person, but I know even in my past, I know I've gone and jokingly said things like, "You look terrible, why would you ever wear that?" Like, I don't know. It's easy not to understand that words have power. And if anything, I want you all to understand that words do have power, and they can affect you just as easily as they can affect the people you're interacting with. So if anything, be those positive words, and I hope that I can be those positive words for you. With that, I love you all. I hope you have a wonderful life. I hope that you go out and use your positive words to transform everyone's day you come into contact with. And I hope I can do the same for you. We'll see you all next time. Adios.